everybody. It is Marketing Tip Tuesdays and held every Tuesday at 11 a.m. normally right here live on this Instagram page at Success with Zipporah. Yes, today has been a busy morning. I had to run errands this morning, and then the place that I was going to, it opened up an hour later, so that actually threw everything an hour behind, and I had to run like 3 errands in an hour. So I'm actually pretty proud of myself to be back up and actually ready to go. But I'm not going to take too much of you guys' time. I just, as promised, wanted to make sure that I came and did a marketing tip every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I go over all types of tips and strategies, online marketing strategies to help entrepreneurs to level up in their business. So if you're interested in more trainings and classes and resources and things like that, I do have a private online marketing strategies group. It is housed on Facebook currently. Maybe changing the location of that soon, but definitely lots of information over there, lots of trainings and good stuff like that. So today, our topic is actually we're going to be talking about how to work with and use social media algorithms. Very, very important information if you're out there as an influencer. Hey to whoever just waved, good to see you. If you're an influencer, if you're an entrepreneur, if you own a business, if you're utilizing social media to get organic leads, then you definitely want to understand how the social media algorithms work and the different social media algorithms. Each platform has kind of its own functions, and then there's certain standards and foundational structures of the algorithm that are the same across the board. So we're going to briefly talk about a couple of those things today here on this live, okay? So I'm going to give a little bit of history of my experience on social media marketing. I'm going to say that things really took off for me on Facebook. I learned a lot on Facebook, like around 2019. I learned most of my meat and potatoes about social media marketing from Facebook. Okay, so I learned about algorithms. I learned about attraction marketing, story marketing. I learned about groups and different types of things respective to that particular platform. And so then I started to branch out to others. So I had already been on Instagram, but I wasn't really active on Instagram. Now I'm active again. So I've got my Success with Zipporah. We're growing that. And so I'm understanding and learning the algorithm of Instagram. It's slightly different. There are some things that are the same as Facebook, but there is definitely some differences because it is attracting a different audience. Okay, so it's very, very important. Whatever business that you have, you need to understand who your target audience is, who your target client or customer base is. Because once you know that, then you'll know where to go and find them, okay? And this has been a real game changer for me. I actually just came out of a 30-day like boot camp thing, and one of the biggest aha moments that I had out of it is being able to understand who your dream customer is right away. If you can do that in the beginning, you're going to weed out so much of the unnecessary mundane BS that a lot of us go through trying to figure it out, okay? So that's why I like to bring tips to you guys to kind of like help motivate you or activate something inside of you that actually helps you along the way on your journey. So understanding who your dream customer is. So what I understood out of that is checking my analytics and my insights, which are my numbers behind the scenes. So if you have a business account, either on Facebook or Instagram or actually on any of the platforms, you're going to have a dashboard in the back that's going to house your insights. It's called on Instagram, or your analytics. It's going to be called on YouTube, and then insights also on Facebook business pages. But back there is like a gold mine, guys, okay? So, it's not so much about consuming content, but it's also finding out how to reach and connect your target audience, your client, your ideal potential customer, okay? So once you start to break down those numbers, you'll get to know who your audience is based on gender, based on age, based on location, and then you can even get so deep into things such as general interests. So when you understand that, it's going to allow you to go where your audience is. Okay, so I have a holistics page too, which is a very different audience from this one. So what I noticed with that audience is my audience is ages 24 to 44. They come from various regions, different regions, about 4 different states, as well as some other parts around the world, as well as their interests. Most of them are into like fitness and exercise and health goals. So that let me know right away that if I want to reach my holistics audience, then I'm going to primarily be on Instagram. Okay, so that helps me a lot, and sure enough, it's working, guys, because I'm getting a much more engaged audience over there, and it's growing. And when I was on Facebook with that, it was just kind of sitting there. However, my Success with Zipporah on Facebook was thriving and going. Okay, why? Because I have a different audience that responds to this information that I offer here on Success with Zipporah. So understanding the algorithms is very, very important in how they work because it's going to help you to create relevant content. It's going to help you to reach more of your potential customer or clients. Okay, so I'm going to go into a couple of tips for each of those, and then we're going to get out of here because I know it's like the middle of the morning and everybody's got to get to doing whatever it is they do to be productive for the day. So for Facebook, things are changing. They've just changed their algorithm a lot. These algorithms also change, like every 2 to 3 months. So if you're active, you should notice some certain changes, just when you start to get the swing of things, they're changing stuff. So Facebook is now changing over to groups. They are actually rewarding people who create community. So if you create a group of some sort, or if you are a part of a group and you're actually active and you're engaged and you're participating and you show up, you're not just in the group being a looky-loo, you'll actually be rewarded for that. It's not so much about all the coming through and saying good morning likes and people having 450 likes and comments on their posts anymore, as much as it is how are you contributing to Facebook's community base, because that's the direction that people are going into. So if you can either utilize groups to, like I said, network with other individuals, find partners, collabs, different types of people who are interested in what it is that you have to offer, or you can actually create your own space for what it is that you want to create. But of course, always with both of them, you definitely want to be active. You do want to like, you want to engage, you want to share, you want to comment, and definitely on all of them, you want to make sure that you're leaving meaningful comments. Try to stay away from 2-word comments and emojis only, but actually show the algorithm that, hey, not only am I participating and creating content as a content creator, but I'm actually actively consuming, engaging, and keeping the algorithm functioning properly. Okay, so these social media platforms need this information, and they need true organic information in order to be able to continue to function in a way that benefits everybody. Okay, so hopefully that helped you guys. I think I got a little heady on this one. It was a lot of information, but definitely if you're interested in more tips, tools, and strategies, I do have a free online marketing strategies group that is on Facebook right now. Be sure to check out the link in the bio. I've got all my links up there. And of course, also I do have lots of training on my YouTube channels too that go more in detail, where I share my screen and things like that. So be sure to check out my YouTube channel, guys. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Until the next week at 11 a.m. Eastern, Marketing Tip Tuesdays. All right, guys, peace.